Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Tory's lawyer, Jose Baez, is ripping the 10-year sentence, calling it incredibly harsh and extreme and claiming the rapper is being punished because of his celebrity status. Baez also ripped prosecutors for making an example out of Tory, and he says Tory's defense team plans on appealing. Tory Lanez addressed the court before he was sentenced, saying he wanted a chance, has a son that needs him and to better himself. He asked the judge to allow him the opportunity to prove himself and understood just how serious the charges were against him. He also addressed the public's views about him, saying he's not a monster without sympathy or remorse, and apologized for his mistakes the night of the incident. Tory said Megan Thee Stallion was a friend to him, and they both bonded over the fact they lost their mothers. Tory took full responsibility for his wrongs, and once again asked for a chance to prove he'd learned his lessons. Tory Lanez has just been sentenced to 10 years in prison after being found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The rapper's sentencing was handed down Tuesday in LA after almost a full 2 days of sentencing hearings. Tory was facing over 22 years in prison. The sentencing was actually delayed several times over the last few months. At one point, Tory begged the judge, "Please don't ruin my life, sir." As we reported, Tory was found guilty in December of shooting Megan. Video, obtained by TMZ, from the now infamous moment back in 2020 showed Megan limping near their SUV and leaving behind a trail of blood. Tory was found guilty of all 3 charges against him: negligent discharge of a firearm, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm. The jury verdict was met with serious pain from Tory's family as it was read, because several members, including his dad and stepmom, shouted, "This system stands before God." Some of his family members were even escorted out of the courtroom. Sources connected to the case told us the Canadian rapper's lawyers were in contact with immigration officials before the verdict came in, saying they were informed there was a strong chance he could be forced to leave the country, but obviously that hasn't happened. A petition also grew online after the verdict in support of Tory, and Tory even hired high-powered lawyer Jose Baez to work on his appeal. Baez, who won an acquittal for Casey Anthony back in the day, joined us on TMZ Live in January, telling us he was all in to help Tory out, adding he was pretty confident in getting the job done, claiming there were numerous procedural errors during the trial.